Come tour this $4.7 million property in Swan Valley, Idaho. If you've been looking for an amazing place to escape with your family in Idaho, look no further than our newest listing here in Swan Valley. This is nearly 8,000 square feet, sitting on 5 acres, backing up to Forest Service land. This is truly the ultimate escape for you and your family. Check out these amazing views, and I'll meet you inside to show you the interior. Welcome inside. I'm so excited to show you guys this property. As you walk in the main door, the first thing you're gonna notice is this huge entryway that you're greeted by. I love the fact they kept a lot of the natural feels throughout this cabin. As you can see, you've got these log pillars throughout this whole main floor. You've got beautiful hardwood flooring that is in phenomenal condition. It looks brand new. And that's one thing that you're gonna notice about this space is, given the age, this was built in 2009, but it looks like it was built last year. They have kept it in phenomenal condition. As you come into the living space, this is probably one of my favorite features, and I don't know if the camera's even gonna be able to do this justice, but you have 27-foot vaulted ceilings in this main living space. You've got a beautiful chandelier overlooking this cobblestone fireplace. If I was to imagine what it was like living on the set of Yellowstone, this is what I would picture it. I love this space, and it's all opened up to the main loft area here. So this is really where you'd spend most of your time gathering with the family. And as you can see, they don't have a TV in here. And that's because this is a cabin. This is where you're supposed to connect with each other and disconnect from everyday life. And so they have plenty of TVs in the movie room and other features of this home, but they really try to keep this space as the main gathering space. So as you come over to the right side of the home, you've got the kitchen and dining space. So you've got a beautiful dining area here and a huge wraparound kitchen. So as you can tell, you've got granite countertops throughout the entire kitchen. Also, they kept the granite countertops throughout the entire cabin, but you've got plenty of island space here. You've got 6 bar stools that can sit up to this island, and then you've got tremendous amounts of countertop space throughout the kitchen. Now, the cabinets are beautiful. They're all soft close. They really didn't miss any details with this home, and I love the amount of countertop space and cabinet space that they gave the kitchen. It really allows you to entertain a large amount of people when you're here. So they also have a pantry off to the right here, and then again, even more cabinet space and countertop space. Off to the side of the kitchen here is your mudroom. This comes right off of the garage, so there is a 3-car garage here, and you can see they've got coat hooks, they've got a bench with some storage under the bench. They've also got lockers here, and then your main laundry room, our washer and dryer, and then you've also got some cabinets above your washer and dryer, and you've got some countertop space with a sink. So this is the mudroom coming out right off of the garage. There's also a cool little feature that we're gonna show you in the basement for all you like winter weather activity folks, because you don't want to always be tracking in stuff like snow and equipment through that mudroom. They've got a little cool pathway that you can enter from the garage and go downstairs to a room where you can store all that. So let's go and check out the other side of the home. I forgot to mention, right as you come in the entryway, you do have a front office here with some beautiful glass doors with views outlooking the front of the property. So really cool space. But on the main level, you have an additional 2 bedrooms. This is a coat closet here. You've got a shared bathroom right here on the main level. Fully tiled shower, also has a tub. And then this cabin features 6 bedrooms. 2 of the bedrooms are on the main level, and in fact, actually each floor has 2 bedrooms. So 6 bedrooms total, 2 on each level of the cabin, and they're all themed. They have, this one I believe is the bear theme, and you've got walk-in closets on every single one of the bedrooms. So, and the nice thing about this cabin is a lot of people looking to buy a 8,000 square foot cabin. The first thing that's gonna come to mind is, man, you've gotta furnish all of that. Well, they are actually willing to sell this fully furnished. They've used it as a super successful Airbnb the last few years, so they have everything you could possibly need. So this could truly be a turnkey property. But this is another one of the bedrooms upstairs. Again, you've got beautiful windows in each bedroom and a ton of space. The sellers designed this and they're like, we hate small bedrooms. So every bedroom is a fairly large size. And I love that they kind of split it up in sections. So you've got 2 bedrooms on each level. And this isn't the only bathroom on the main level. I think we pointed it out there in the laundry room, but in the laundry room, you also have a half bath in that mudroom. Let's go ahead and go upstairs first, and then we'll go downstairs. You get such a wow factor on this entryway with these beautiful windows. Again, 27-foot vaulted ceiling in the entryway, another chandelier. It's just truly, truly a beautiful cabin. Now, one of my favorite things is when you walk up, you see these windows looking out the backyard, and this backs up to Forest Service land. So their property, this is on 5 acres, their property goes up the mountainside, and then once their property line stops, it turns into Forest Service land. So you're never gonna have anything behind you. They've got cool little hiking trails up the mountainside there that are their own, because you've got nobody sharing this property with you. As you come over to the primary suite, you can tell how huge this is. This is a king bed, and it looks small in this room. So you've got dual vanity sinks here. You've got windows surrounding the primary suite. You have a fully jetted tub, separate toilet room here, and then also a fully tiled walk-in shower with like a little bench seat there. Such a cool property, and such a cool bedroom layout. It's kind of opened, so it's all one room, but it makes it look so big. And then you've got a walk-in closet there. I'm not gonna open that because we don't want to show all their personal stuff, but nice walk-in closet in the primary suite. This is what they called kind of their library here. So they've got a little game table, tons of books and card games. This is, again, just another space for the family to gather and spend time together playing games. And they also, this carries out over to this side. I would call this like the upper wing of the cabin, but they got 2 massage chairs here. This is kind of like their reading nook. Again, you've got tons of books, little bench with storage there overlooking the windows. They said this is like their grandkids' favorite part of the cabin. They come up here when they kind of want to read books and just play games. We're gonna get to that rompus room in a minute, but let's go in here. This is another one of the bedrooms. Again, I can't explain how big these bedrooms are. Usually when you're looking at a cabin, cabins are pretty small, and they make the bedrooms pretty tight. They did not spare any space in this. They maximized the bedroom size with the square footage of the cabin. You've also, like I said, they've got walk-in closets with every bedroom, and so you can see how big that closet is there. And this is probably one of the cooler spaces if you've got a large family and you want to just send the kids. There's another bathroom here with a shower and tub. And then this is what you'd call a rompus room, a game room. So this is actually over the garage, and you could set this up as a massive bunk room. You could probably fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You could probably fit 7 bunk beds in here. They've got a bunch of like air mattresses and stuff, so when they have family come, they just throw up a bunch of air mattresses here. But this is where the kids come and play. They've got a pool table, they've got a TV with some games. This allows you to say, like, send the kids up to the rompus room, and the adults can have the main living space and kitchen, and the kids can be over here making a ton of noise over the garage, and you're not even gonna hear them over in the family room. So really cool space here. And again, every room that you come in, you've got windows and amazing views. So it is if I could afford this price range, there's no doubt that I would buy this cabin. And I love just like You got the log accents throughout the entire cabin, and they really try to keep the wood feel to make it feel like you're at a cabin, you're in the mountains, and it makes you just kind of want to disconnect from everyday life when you're here. Let's go check out the basement now. So one thing with this home as well is they have geothermal heating on each level. So it's super efficient heating this cabin. They've also got central vac throughout the cabin. So really there's like, you're at a cabin, but no detail is missed. They built this really, really well. You've got a wet bar here with a sink, little mini fridge, and a microwave. This opens up to another big kind of family space with another gas fireplace here. One thing that I want to point out is they did the extra large windows in the basement, and then they also did 9-foot ceilings. So you don't feel like you're in a basement when you come down to this space. And another great kind of gathering space. This is kind of like they have a true movie room, which we'll show. This is kind of just another hangout game room for, families. If you got somebody watching a movie in here, kids want to watch a different movie out here, adults want to be hanging up upstairs. You just have so much room to entertain at this space. Let's go check out the 2 bedrooms on this side. Now you've got a shared large bathroom here. So this bathroom down here, again, you have dual vanity sinks. I do like this feature. They closed off the toilet and the shower here, so somebody could be showering while somebody is getting ready. You've got a walk-in shower, and then you've got a fully jetted tub. It's around the door here, but you can see the tile and then a fully jetted tub. So you have 2 fully jetted tubs in this cabin. And then you've got the other 2 bedrooms here. Again, these are all queen size beds in these bedrooms, and you've got plenty of space on either side. And then they carried the larger windows throughout the entire basement. So you get a ton of natural light in here. I could even turn these off, and you can see how much light you have coming in from those windows. So again, walk-in closets, and this could be bought fully furnished, which at this price point is huge. When you're trying to furnish nearly 8,000 square feet, that can add up fairly quickly. This gives you an option to have a truly turnkey property. Now this is the movie room. They've got a projector that is brand new. They bought that last year. They've got theater seating with a little step up here, so you got some back seating. And then they've got a 7-point stereo system in the movie room. And this is all connected, all ready to go, and could be included with the sale. So, movie room here. Now this is one of the coolest features. That's the utility room. They've got dual water heaters, furnace. You guys probably don't want to see that, but it's still a really nice, clean room. This is that room that I was mentioning earlier. So this is the storage room. This is all concrete here, and you've got a separate stairway from the garage. So if they've got all their kind of like ski stuff back here. If you're coming home from like a ski trip, or because Jackson Hole's right around the corner, or going to Grand Targhee, you're coming home from a ski trip. You don't want to track all your winter stuff through the main cabin. You just come down from there, from the garage, take off all your stuff here, let it dry, and then you just go right into the cabin space. So it kind of separates a space for you to get rid of all your outdoor activities, undress, and not be tracking everything through the cabin. I remember when we were growing up, we had a small cabin, and it was like if we went snowmobiling and we came home, we're taking all of our gear off right as you walk in the main entry, and everything just gets, that stuff starts to melt and it gets wet there. This gives you a space to keep all that and not have to worry about having it in the main space. You've also got all your your electrical panels down here. The one thing about this too is that there's a generator system as well. So if for some reason the power were to go out, they have the generator hooked up, and it'll keep on all your importance. The fridge, everything that you'd really need to kind of still survive out here is going to continue to run off of that generator. But again, they really haven't had any power outages out here. It's not like a common thing, and you're super close to Swan Valley if you ever did need anything. So, but they've got plenty of storage space in this room. And as you can tell, they run a pretty streamlined Airbnb process. So a lot of this stuff could get negotiated in the purchase, and you've got a cabin that is ready to go for you to just live here. Or if you wanted to continue using it as a rental property, it's done very, very well on Airbnb. So that is the basement here. Now, I want to show you guys my favorite part, which is the exterior and the backyard on this property. So let's go check it out. All right, so now we're on the back patio. You can see they have a nice Trek deck that kind of wraps the whole backside of the cabin. You've got the awesome log features and the railing here. Now this is the backyard. Again, like I said, you've got the property goes up the hillside, backs up to Forest Service land, and so you're never gonna have anybody right behind you. And you've got unlimited access to the hillside here. You can build little trails, hiking paths for the grandkids. You can see they've got a little ninja course that they put together for the grandkids to come play on when they're out here. The nice thing about this is they've got about an acre of this fully landscaped on a full sprinkler system. So the yard here is phenomenal. Like, you're not worrying about playing in the dirt or anything. Like, the kids can go play in the backyard on the grass. And then you've got 4 acres of like pasture and stuff in the front. So you can come down this side. They've got the hot tub on this side of the cabin here under the roof there. And so just imagine, you know, in the winter or just on the evenings, popping on, getting in the hot tub, and this is your backdrop that you're out looking. You've got total privacy back here because you've got no neighbors that are on either side back this far. And so your property line goes up to the hillside, and then you've got total seclusion on both sides here. Another amazing feature of the backyard is this fireplace. So when you come to a cabin, first thing that comes to my mind is hanging around the fire, you know, cooking s'mores, and you get exactly that. They put a nice concrete area over here with some wood benches. And this is truly where, like, you come spend those evenings out here at the cabin, you know, having amazing conversations, chilling around the fire. You got the trees all around you. Like, this is truly, truly what, you know, having a cabin is all about. This space right here, hanging around the fire, having those conversations, building those memories with your family and your kids. And you can look out the front. You've got awesome views of the mountains. You've got the Snake River right in front of the cabin, just down there. And then you've got Lake Palisades with, you've got a separate boat entrance for this side of the river called Calamity. And then you've got a boat entrance to the Snake River. So you're about 2 miles from that boat entrance. So if you guys like boating, Lake Palisades is one of the best places to boat here in Idaho. And then of course, if you like fishing, if you're a fly fisherman, there's nothing better than fishing down the Snake River, and you've got a boat entrance right here next to the cabin. If you haven't heard already, you know, Jimmy Kimmel just a few years ago bought the South Fork Lodge a few miles down the road here because he loves fly fishing. He would come here every year to fly fish down the Snake River. Decided to buy the South Fork Lodge and have his own guided fishing trips here. So one thing that I want to point out with this property is just how meticulous these owners have been with this. You can see that the landscaping is immaculate. There's not a single rock in the yard. You can look at all the pathways and the Trek deck. Everything is so well kept, which you don't often see when you're purchasing a cabin. I've seen $2 million, $3 million cabins that are pretty run down that you're gonna have to do a lot of updating to get. And I get it's a cabin, but if you're looking for a cabin that has been meticulously taken care of, that is truly turnkey, this is truly a property that'll provide you that seclusion, that privacy, the access to mountain biking, to dirt biking, to razor trails, to the Snake River, to Lake Palisades. You've got Swan Valley down the road. You've got Alpine, Wyoming. Another amazing feature is the location and accessibility of this property. Now, most cabins are pretty hard to get to. And if you're a high net worth individual, you have a private plane that you're looking to land, sometimes it's difficult to get to a cabin like this. Now, the sellers have rented this out to some pretty high net worth and famous individuals. individuals who have literally flown their private helicopters and landed right here in the front pasture, which is allowed, or they've flown into Alpine, Wyoming, which is about 20 to 25 minutes from here. So if you have a private plane, a private jet, or you just fly private, you can land in Alpine, Wyoming and be to the cabin within about 20 to 25 minutes. You can also fly into Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and that'll take you about an hour drive to get to the cabin. So really this cabin is in a great location if you're looking for easy access from really anywhere that you're coming from. Now, if you guys have any questions on this property, or you know somebody that might be interested in a property like this, please get in contact with us. My email is anthony@topnotchid.com, or for more information on the cabin, you can visit our website, greatidahorealestate.com. Now, properties like this don't come on the market often, so don't waste time. Get in contact with us. We'll answer any questions you might have and schedule time to tour this amazing property. We'll see you guys soon.